Hey, hello, how are you? I'm Sindal and welcome to hair vlog number 3. The dates are going to be underneath all of the titles, so make sure you check them out. On this day in particular, I shampooed my hair at the beginning part of the day, had to get some laundry done, and later on, this is how my hair looked. Now, I'm not 1000% like, oh my God, never wear your hair in this curly state. The reason that I don't like wash and goes is because wash and goes is not something that should be your everyday pattern. You shouldn't have a wash and go every single day, because if you do, you will experience massive mechanical damage. Your hair will get longer, it will look thicker, but the way that you're going to detangle your hair and so many other things are going to cause you not to retain length the proper way. But let's break it down. Let's talk about it a little more. All right. So this started in 2018. This video is still public. It says 2019, but I actually uploaded this video months after it was recorded, but this was after I cut the blue pieces off, after I cut all of the relaxed pieces off, and I lightened my hair honey blonde. This is my favorite color to wear my hair, even though I've given that color up unless I do some clip-ins or something like that, but it's my favorite color to wear my hair in. Anywho, this is a clip all the way back from 2019 when I started the process of growing my hair out. It's not complicated. I'm not doing anything different today in 2025 than what I was doing to my hair at this length in 2019. All right. So that's something that I really want you to realize. All of my methods stayed the same. My tools just changed. So the size of my round brush changed. Maybe the size of the flat iron that I was using changed. Maybe a couple of the products that I use changed, but everything's the same. Today I'm using BioSilk. Now BioSilk is my favorite right now as it pertains to me wearing my hair straight on a regular basis and not getting any type of heat damage whatsoever. It's between Kimbra and BioSilk for me, but this time around I just decided to go with BioSilk. Now, if you have any questions about any thin spot that you may notice in my head, just ask, or check the playlist in the description box below that breaks down HS, what hydrogenated superativa is, and all of that jazz. Because as a human on this earth that eats a whole bunch of stuff that I want to eat when I want to, even though my diet is really good, every blue moon my body gets a reaction to HS in my scalp, and guess what? I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not gonna hide it. And through my videos, you guys can go and watch previous videos and you can see my hair thicken up. It's going to keep thickening up because I've been doing this for a long time, not just on my hair but on thousands upon thousands of women, and the science doesn't change just because it's my hair. It doesn't. So at this point, I did not do a deep conditioner treatment this day. In particular, I don't do a deep conditioner treatment every time I shampoo my hair. But what I did do was relax a couple of my edges, just my edges. That's it, girl. I live in the desert and I don't have time. I'll just know. On the Send Out Network, I'll have a video coming about that. I'm not doing that here on YouTube, but make sure you sign up for your free subscription to the Send Out Network. There are so many videos. There are like over 20 videos over there right now. Go check them out. They've never been on YouTube and they never will be. Go check it out. So again, go and look at my previous videos with hydrogenated superativa. I have 2 trigger spots. One is in the middle of my head and it will resemble what some people's CCCA looks like, but maybe it's not that. and on the side of my hair where I keep my shaved side. Both of the spots have filled in. They are no longer triggered, and I have made a commitment to myself and to my husband that I'm not going to include things in my diet that give me an outbreak, because he don't want to hear my mouth about my hair. So yeah, that's how that's going. All right. So as my hair is being blown out, I have not added any additional product except for this leave-in conditioner by BioSilk. Check the products that you see popping up on the screen or under this video, because that is all I'm putting on my hair. When I was standing behind the chair years ago, everybody will always ask, Sam, what do you use for the shine? What do you do for the shine? If your hair is clean and if your hair has been blow dried properly, or not necessarily blow dried, if your hair has been styled properly, your hair has a natural shine to it. There's a natural shine that comes out to it. You just saw it. The only thing on my hair is leave-in conditioner from BioSilk. That is it, and that is all. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, I do have like a new favorite deep conditioner that my sister told me about, and I'll have a video coming really soon talking about that. But I didn't use it today or the day or the wash day before this, so my hair just looks like that, and yours can too if you take all of those products off of your hair. If you stop layering all of those products on top of your hair shaft, this is exactly how the human hair shaft looks. Listen, when I was in cosmetology school, I was under the impression that you needed products on the hair to give shine to the hair too. I thought that too, but after I got on the floor and the longer I was in the industry, the more I learned it has absolutely nothing to do with the products. It's all about your technique. Actually, the more products you add to the hair, the less weightless your style will be, right? Think about it. If you want your hair to be bouncy and flowy, the only way it can be bouncy and flowy is if it's weightless. If it has a bunch of product on it, or I shouldn't even say that. Let's not even talk about product. When you first get your hair done, if you go to a good stylist or cosmetologist, after you get your hair flat iron, it's like slanging and airy, but the older it gets, the more of your natural sebum comes out, the less bouncy your hair is. Why? It's because oil adds weight. So the more weight you add to your hair during this process, the heavier it's going to be. So that is why the only thing that is on my hair right now is leave-in conditioner, and the only thing that will go on my hair after this is heat protected. My blow dryer, the heat protectant that I have for my blow dryer is my leave-in conditioner. Your leave-in conditioner has so many different purposes. One of them is protection from the heat of your blow dryer. Like when we're talking about radiation from the sun, environmental pollution, so many other things. Go to the website and check it out. By the way, you do not need edge control to make a part. All you need is the little rat tail part, the tail part of the rat tail comb. That's all you need, and you can make a straight part. But real quick, do y'all see that crease in the middle of my head? I know that sometimes people be like, oh, that's a bald spot. No, it's not. When I was in middle school, I'm not even going to say high school, I was doing hair in the kitchen, and we would be doing like tight braids, tight ponytails, and tying our scarves so freaking tight to the point where I started to develop a crease in the middle of my head. That happened when I was in like freaking high school. So that little crease right there has been there forever. And if you look at it from the wrong angle, it'll be like, oh, that's a bald spot. No, it's not. Shut up. It's a crease in the middle of my head. And there's actually hair in that crease. It's just a crease. But anyway, if you have one of those, or if you've ever seen one of those, give me a 5 in the chat. But that's what happens whenever you're doing hair in the kitchen since you a little girl. Anyway, So now at this point we are going to flat iron my hair, and again the only thing that I'm using is the heat protectant from BioSilk. Nothing else. Nothing else. That is it, and that is all. And in a minute I'm going to in a second I'm going to show you gray hairs, because I get people that ask me all the time, or actually that's not true, people don't ask, they just make statements like, girl, that shine is not natural, that shine, you can clearly tell that's hair color. No, it's not. And stick around to the end of this video and I'll prove it to you, because there are going to be quite a few gray hairs in there. So if this shine was because of hair color, I wouldn't have gray hairs, because the gray hairs would be colored, right? Okay, anyway, so the temperature that I have my flat iron on is it's not at 450, but it's right before 450. I have high porosity hair, so my hair holds absolutely no heat whatsoever. As soon as the flat iron goes on there, the heat comes right back out. So I don't have my flat irons on 300. It's just not a thing for me. And this is how the reason that I'm showing you guys these videos is because I prefer to lecture verbally, but I do feel that the majority of people need to see things visually with their eyes. So I can say till I'm blue in the face that flat ironing hair on a regular basis doesn't give heat damage, but it's not until you see me do it every week, sometimes twice a week, with no heat damage, that you'll believe it. I tell you guys all the time, the difference in my texture in the top of my head is from a weave that I had like 3-4 months ago, and I was wearing it in the middle. I did it in the summertime where I was sweating, and I flat ironed my hair too much in that part. But it's not a big deal. I'm not cutting all the hair on my head off because that part don't curl up the same. Girl, bye. My hair is extremely healthy, contrary to popular opinion. So again, at this point I'm just going through flat ironing my hair. I know it's weird, but as I'm at the back, my heat is a little lower, but my hair, and it probably doesn't look that way, but it's actually more coarse at this point right here in the middle. And then as I get closer to the top, then I take my flat irons down a little bit to just the even 400, right? But that's how things go. If you want to know more information about the flat irons and the temperatures and things of that nature, then you're going to have to join the Growth Cycle Blueprint. The difference between the Growth Cycle Blueprint and the 7-day challenge, the 7-day challenge is a quick fix, right? Like, and when I say quick, I'm not saying like, oh, your hair gonna grow tomorrow. I mean, it gives you a very, very easy and simplistic pattern to follow for a 7-day period. Like, this is how you shampoo your hair. This is how you detox the scalp. This is how you find your skin cell turnover cycle. This is how you increase your sebum production, and so many different things. You master your scalp's profile within the 7-day challenge. You learn everything that there is to know about the human body, so you can completely delete old patterns and introduce new ones, right? Oh, by the way, that's BioSilk's their serum, and I use the serum just a little bit on my fingers, emulsified on my fingers just a little bit, even though it really doesn't need emulsification, just rubbing it into my fingers. And then I put it on those parts of my edges that I just relaxed as I curl them under. Remember, the other side of my head used to be skin bald from HS as well, but as you can see, it's not no more. And I have one final trim to do on my fringe area, but you'll see that in a second, right? But when we're talking about the Growth Cycle Blueprint, you know how you guys will say, oh, San, how exactly do you round brush your hair? I don't show that anywhere but on the Growth Cycle Blueprint. Or if you guys say, oh, San, how do you trim your own hair? Can you show me how to trim my own hair? I'm not going to put it anywhere except for within the Growth Cycle Blueprint. Now, there is already a crap load of content to teach you everything you need to know, not to mention the 7-day challenge is included in the growth cycle blueprint. So when you sign up for the growth cycle blueprint, you automatically get membership of the 7-day challenge, and you are in both groups, so you get both courses at one time. If you end up getting the growth cycle blueprint, the 7-day challenge course is within it, but it's different. Everything's broken down and it has so much meat to it, you guys. There's so much content. It teaches you how to restructure your mind from the inside out. It tells you everything that you need to know, how to pick hairstyles. And again, the next video that they're getting actually tomorrow morning is a video on how to trim your hair. They learn in steps, right? So they're first going to learn how to do it on a mannequin, which is how you learn. You don't learn how to trim hair on your hair. Even if you want to learn how to trim your own hair, you don't learn how to trim your own hair on your hair. You have to learn the logistics of a trim, and they're learning that within the growth cycle blueprint. So these are the things that make them different. We even break down, thinning and balding, what you can do to prevent it, the different ways that you can change your diet to reverse it. Even within the group, there's so much content. Like, we have monthly free group coaching sessions. I no longer offer I'll no longer offer one-on-one coaching at the same aspect that I used to before. We'll talk about that in another video. But if you do want any type of coaching, the growth cycle blueprint or the 7-day challenge is the only way that you'll get it from me, because once a month we meet and we sit there and we talk as long as we need to. But the most amazing part about it is both courses have so much information and answers so many questions that most of the time, even if we have like 20 people that show up for the Q&A, then maybe like 2 or 3 people have questions. And even though there are thousands of people within the 7-day challenge, we don't even get 10% of them to show up for the coaching sessions, the free coaching sessions, because there's that much content. It's really not needed. So it just depends on what you want to do and exactly what you need. I really hope that that makes sense, because again, when you join either one of my courses, I'm not all like, oh, the only thing you can do is flat iron your hair. No, we go over so many options, but I'm honest with you, and the pros and the cons of each. There's so many different layers there, right? So I really hope that answers everybody's question, because I always between what's the difference. I always get that question, like, what's the difference between the 7-day challenge and the growth cycle blueprint? So let me know in the comments of whether or not that answered your question. I didn't talk you to death, but it's a lot, but it's more than worth it. Not to mention, you do not have to pay all at one time. You can use Sizzle. So when you add the challenge, either the 7-day challenge or the growth cycle blueprint to your cart, once you get ready to put your card information in, like, go right before, like, once you see where to put your card information, don't put your card information in. Just click on that button that says Sizzle, and when you click on that button, it'll take you to Sizzle. You follow the promptings on the screen. And for the 7-day challenge, some people say they can start for as low as $25. And for the growth cycle blueprint, I know some people were starting for as low as $35. So it's up to you. You just decide what you want to do. Links are in the description box below. I know some people are going to ask, as of February 24th, 2025, both the 7-day challenge and the growth cycle blueprint have went up in price. No, both of these courses are over 4 years old, and I add so much. I give so much of myself in both of them. They are more than worth it. Make sure you check the links in the description box below so you can see videos with older reviews, just so you can see what you know, what other people have to say about it, and to see if it's worth it. Remember, don't feel pressure. This is just if you are in need. If you're not in need, baby, or if you feel like you could just binge watch all my videos, then you do that. But just know that it's available, right? So I only added curls to my hair, not so it can have curls in it, but I'm about to go to sleep. When I started recording, it was like 11 in the PM. So at this point, it's like 12:30. So I'm just combing this through for you. To be honest, I'm doing it for y'all. And I actually missed curling a piece in the back. So it's curled, but when I turn around, it's like one straight piece in the back. It's gonna mess up my flow. My head swings, but we still gonna do it. But anyway, I really hope that this video makes sense. Let me know in the comments what you think about my hair and how it turned out. For anybody that's new here that didn't see my last HS outbreak, when I put it on screen in the middle of my head, when it wasn't pustule when I recorded it, but it was like at the end of the pus part, and it was healing up, and it was a huge bald spot, like a shiny bald spot in the middle of my head. And people are like, oh my god, Cin's going bald, but she's trying to teach people stuff. No, Cin's body deals with hidradenitis suppurativa, and if you've never heard of it before, or if you didn't know that you can get HS outbreaks in the scalp, then baby, go read a book. Take a look, it's in a book, baby. Read a Rainbow, my baby. What you talking about? Because HS is basically when your body attacks itself. It's a overinflammation disorder, autoinflammatory disorder, and it attacks the sweat glands. And you have sweat glands in your scalp, and I actually have a very active sweat gland. So when I have a HS outbreak, it comes under my arms and in my scalp, girl. So yeah, this is how my hair turned out on this day in particular. Again, I am just about to go ahead, wrap my hair up at night, wrap my hair up because it's nighttime, and then I am going to get in the shower and go to bed. All right, and this is my routine every week, every single week. This is how things go. So I'm not changing things. This is how my routine was. Did you see the very beginning, the clip at the beginning? The only difference between my hair now and how my hair was at the very beginning when it was really short is the way that I wrap it up. Now I just wrap my hair in a circle, or sometimes I'll sleep in a couple flexi bras, one or the other. But before, all I had was one of those little strips, the little strip things that you wrap around. It had the little Velcro thing at the top. I'll add a link in the description box below. Just one little scarf, one little wrap around my head. It was barely any hair on there. It didn't take all that, but all of the routines and the patterns stay the same. So let me know in the comments if you understand what I'm saying, or if you understand the visual that I'm trying to give you in this video. When I'm telling you guys you don't need all of these products and don't layer it like this, or when I seem irritated because you're like, okay, Cyn, well, I'm gonna wear my hair like this, so what products do you use for me, y'all? Or when my hair it's only this long. I know you're saying use BioSilk, but my hair real short though. What do I use, y'all? You just thought I've been in it with y'all. I'm not. Yeah, I am from another planet, but I'm not on that playing field like, oh my god, I'm just so foreign. No, we're all the same from that perspective. Like, I deal with stuff too. Just because I got a shitload of student loans and I've spent my life studying the science of the human body doesn't mean that I'm immune to the things that could go wrong within the human body. My baby, what are we talking about? You see that straight piece? I'm so irritated. It's supposed to be curled, because now it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. If I would have curled it, it would have, whatever. Anyway, I just want everybody to be in a receiving place and not a place of automatically grabbing or reaching for offense, because I promise you it's not that serious. I promise you it is not that serious. And we overcomplicate hair care. We overcomplicate shampooing our hair. We overcomplicate combing it. We overcomplicate drying it. You know what I mean? Like, instead of just going and getting a blow dryer that you can get for like $20, I'll leave some of my favorite blow dryers below. You can get like a cheap blow dryer instead of you just purchasing a blow dryer, getting a good leave-in conditioner like BioSilk that is going to protect your hair. By the way, I am not paid in any way, shape, or form by BioSilk. Every product that I have from BioSilk I purchase with my own money with no discount code. Okay, let me say that. All of my own money, you feel me? Even being an Amazon live creator, Amazon, you buy all your shit. They don't do that. Okay, so what I'm telling you about, what I'm using for my hair, I spent my money on it too. A little bit goes an extremely long way, and I'm telling y'all, like, if you just go out and buy professional products, they'll last you months. It's just you, unless you have 9 little girls hair you doing, and you doing everybody's hair once a week, you are not going to buy a bottle of this leave-in conditioner more than once, like every 3 months, if even that. You using 3 sprays of it, 3 to 4 sprays in your hair once a week. How much of the bottle do you think you're gonna use? Almost little to nothing. So these are the things that I want us to think about. When I'm telling you don't wear a wash and go, I'm saying that because you can't comb your hair, bro. Anything that makes it so you can't comb your hair on a regular basis is probably a way that you shouldn't be wearing your hair. And I'm just being honest, because if y'all stop detangling y'all hair wet, if y'all stop raking through y'all hair with conditioner because it's tangled and having all that hair in y'all brush, oh my god, the amount of length retention y'all will get is crazy. The way that y'all hair will thicken up is crazy. And I want you to notice that I'm constantly putting my head down on purpose. I am not ashamed. I am not embarrassed. I'm not like, oh my God, I got a hot. Absolutely not. Like, I'm so freaking proud of the fact that my body deals with hidradenitis suppurativa, one of the most painful things that you could go through in your body. And I beat it and constantly grow my hair back. When my family that has it at the level that I have it are skin bald and their hair won't grow back, I'm not ashamed at all. This is like my diary. So this is how my hair looks today, right? But in a couple of months, a bald spot will be completely non-existent. And I'm only bringing it up because I need you to understand that I'm choosing to show it to you. I need you to understand that. Like, editing is amazing. I could edit the bald spots out. I could just look at it, and wherever I see a bald spot or a thinning spot, or because it's not bald anymore, they're just filling in, right? The average human has 100,000 to 400,000 follicles, 1 to 4 strands protruding out of each pore, right? But I'm one of those people that has about 3 to 4 strands protruding out of each pore. So as it thins out in those spaces, it's not skin bald, it's just maybe like 2 hairs in some of the follicles as the follicles rejuvenate themselves, right? So that's what I need you to understand. We need to not make hair into this political thing or into this grifting thing where everybody feels shame in their hair. No, hair is made within your gut and it comes out of the pore, and there are certain patterns and routines that you follow to make sure that your hair reaches its maximum potential, and you will make mistakes. There will be things that stress you out in life, and stress can cause so many different problems in your body, and you can experience a bald spot. And no, you do not have to cut all of your hair off of your head because you got stressed out at work and got a bald spot. There are things that you can do. And it doesn't require you to walk around with wet hair. It doesn't cause or require you to do twists and wash and goes, unless that's something you want to do. If you want to do that, maybe then go ahead and do that. But I just don't stand behind those things on my channel. I just don't. And it's great. It works out great for some people. But the thing is this, what I do for a living is treat the women who've been doing twist outs and wash and goes and they 2-strand twist for 10 years, and then the weathering starts and they come and they book with me so I can fix it and undo all of the things that they've done. All I do here on my channel is try to prevent you from being in that place, because my body's dealt with hidradenitis suppurativa so long, and I know how to calm the stress and the different triggers within the body so you can grow your hair back, so you can clear your skin, so you can repair your gut. All right, I really hope that these things make sense. Do you see them gray hairs, girl? Listen, stop playing with me. And this side over here, my husband gotta line me up. I know it's looking crazy, girl, but my husband gotta line me up. So by our next video, I'm gonna be crispy over here. But those are the gray hairs. If you like, oh, her hair is shiny because of hair color. No, I'm not. It's not. I need to color my hair. Okay? So I really hope that this video answered a few questions. I know I said I wasn't doing my hair, put my hair on here, and I didn't want to, but we'll talk about that another day. We'll talk about that another day, maybe on the Send Down Network. But yeah, you guys, again, if you want to see the tools that I used in this video, make sure you check the link in the description box below, because I have all of the information there. And no, not in the description box below, it'll be popping up on the screen and like under the screen. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. To my OGs who have been here with me since I shaved my head. For my OGs who have been here with the kid since my hair was blonde with a relaxer. I love you. I appreciate you. We're just getting started. Thank you for sticking around. It means everything. I love you. Bye.